Hello and welcome everybody. It's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm here with the Caring Cancerian November horoscope. Okay, a big month coming around with lots of planets in Sagittarius, so this could be quite expansive, giving a lot of opportunities for many people. There's also a lunar eclipse in Taurus, shaking things up with your friends, groups and connections, and also your hopes and dreams. I'll just tell you what I like to do. I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you, and then we'll have a look at your horoscope in depth. Okay, if you are new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Thank you very much. Let's go to the board and we'll see what these cards have to say. Okay, so here's your horoscope. We'll come to that in a moment. But let's look at these cards first. So 2 cards, one for the beginning and then the end of the month, just to give you some sort of idea of timing. So the first half of the month is the first card. Closing my eyes now. I see in spirit, I see a compass, a magnetic compass, and the needle is spinning around out of control. It says to me that things that you've done in the past in a certain way and you think, oh, I'll just do that, and then it doesn't work. Oh, this one just came out. Okay. The Hermit card, time to have some alone time. You don't want to be, gallivanting too much about town at the moment. You really need to go within so that you can learn about yourself and really reflect on your experiences in life. And this could be because down the track later, you can help other people, perhaps, if you wish to. You see there's a light here, and that's about being a light for others. You are the light in the world. There's a wolf dog here, learning, teaching, education, that sort of thing, and you may teach somebody later, as I said. Both of whom are on the top of a mountain. Okay, that suggests some sort of challenge. Have you ever climbed a mountain? I have. Oh my god, the hardest thing I ever did was trekking in Nepal and climbing up. Oh my god, yeah, it was hard, but spiritually it was very valuable for me at that time. Okay, so that's the first card, the first half of the month. Now let's look at the second half of the month and we'll see what comes out for you. Closing my eyes. Okay, there's a window here with a big furry microphone pointed at the window. Windows are an opportunity. Microphone, something to do with getting your message out, speaking out, putting out to the world. And it's like you're at the window waiting for the opportunity to come up, okay? So you might need to take a little bit more action. Maybe you need to open the window, okay? Open that window of opportunity. Let's see what card we get here for the second half of the month for you, Caring Cancerians. Getting a vibe about overseas travel or travel. Anyway, this is strange. I'm going to go for that one. But this one underneath was really calling me, okay, too. But this is the one I'm going for. That basically, Page of Cups, messages coming through your feelings and it's a fish in the cup, so you're subconscious. But this is the one. Queen of Pentacles, it's all about money, being very astute. Maybe you work from home or you could work from home, but it's important to keep your feet on the ground. She's seated on a gold throne. It's about being practical, being down to earth. But this Queen of Pentacles is not just interested in the money. She's looking at the long-term point of view, the long-term picture. So it's not about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about doing something that eventually is going to pay off in the long term. It's usually an honourable person, someone who's quite spiritually inclined as well. She's dressed in red here, so she takes action. So she gets great ideas, she makes decisions, she takes action on them. It's not fantasy, sort of la-la land type of stuff, okay? They're your 2 cards. Now I'm just going to make this a bit bigger, so hopefully you can see what's going on. Now we're going to look at your horoscope. in depth. Okay, so you start the month off with this, what's called a T-square, which is a bit of a challenge, and it's between Saturn, Uranus, and Venus here. And Saturn sometimes can be quite restrictive, or it seems restrictive. Saturn likes to play it safe, and this is with joint resources, okay? So it could involve somebody else's money, or maybe real estate, or maybe someone like a bank, and you have to pay a mortgage every month or something like that, and that's restricting you in some way. Uranus brings up unusual, unpredictable things to do with your associates, the groups, the people that you associate with, your connections, and also your friends, and it's in Taurus. So this can also indicate money, Uranus in Taurus sometimes, but it's unpredictable. It's not the best time to go into cryptocurrencies. It's about because Saturn doesn't like cryptocurrencies. Saturn wants things that are stable, that are old-fashioned, and that have some sort of research behind them, over a long period of time. Saturn in Aquarius, is a lot of thinking that needs to go on. And here, Venus in your 5th house, it could be something creative, some sort of element of creativity, maybe art, music, maybe here even presenting on social media, here on YouTube, for example. So eventually the pendulum will swing and you will arrive at a balance between these opposing forces. See, this Venus and Uranus are actually opposed, and they're also square to Saturn here in your house of joint resources. Not an easy time, but we have been dealing with Saturn and Uranus for a few years on and off, as over the last couple of years. So not an easy time, but you will find the balance. It can bring up deep feelings, and you might find that you feel hurt or upset because your inner child is being triggered, and maybe she's being stopped from doing what she wants to do, what she feels she should be doing. Okay, so it can be, this Saturn can be like limiting or challenging in terms of your hopes and dreams as well, and it's amplified by the lunar eclipse also here in your house of associates and hopes and dreams as well. But on the positive side, Jupiter does go direct on the 23rd, so this enhances your growth and the expansion of your life. Okay, so you'll probably feel things start to move forward then. The ruler moon, very much affected as well, because that's your ruler and it's here in joint resources. I don't know why I've written this twice. I think I got interrupted. Anyway, so ups and downs this month, a bit of a mixed bag. The lunar eclipse is on the 8th, and that's going to give a real shake-up internally. That's why it's good to have time alone so that you can process all these things. You need privacy. It will probably bring about some sort of long-lasting transformation to do with your hopes and dreams or your associates. And it's important, like you could make a decision and it's like it's going to be concrete. You're going to manifest something physically. So really think about this before you go ahead. The 9th sees Venus go into Sagittarius. Why haven't I written these in? I don't know why. See, I get interrupted. Venus goes into Sagittarius there, like that, bringing a beautiful sort of smooth, charming energy into your everyday life, your everyday habits, or perhaps at work. If you do have some illness, you could find some improvement. You might be feeling more vital, for example. And then on the 17th, Mercury goes into Sag there, so like that, bringing communications and lots of ideas into your everyday work, health and habits. And then the Sun goes in there on the 22nd, bringing insight and awareness as well. And this is all about expanding your work. Maybe you think about another job or something on the side that you can do to bring money. And then there's a new moon bringing a new beginning as well. That's a moon, by the way. My superlative art. And so, yeah, it's important this month that when you're thinking about all of these things, it's not fantasy land, it's about making these things physical. It's about magically manifesting this month. Mercury also brings travel opportunities, and the sun brings some happiness or comfort or insight. And you put all this together, and down the track you could have some physical manifestation, like a new job or a new health regime. The 14th to the 21st of November sees Mars squaring Neptune. Okay, now be cautious here, because Neptune can sometimes be a place of delusion and illusion. You may think something is whatever, and it turns out to be something totally different. It's like sometimes we put rose-coloured glasses on and we're not seeing the full picture. You may not feel as energetic in this period of time. You could feel a bit flat or confused perhaps. And it's just important to be gentle with yourself. Don't take too much on, basically. Sort of maybe every day pencil out some time in your diary, if you keep a daily diary like I do. Mine's a book. And just pencil it out so that you've got plenty of time just to sit there and just go outside and reflect on what's going on in your life. On the upside, you could find that your imagination is very fertile, that you're having all sorts of fantasies. Write them down, because they might be symbolic, you see. They might be sort of like a message in symbolism, and you have to learn your own symbolism so you can get to the heart of the message. But if you're an artist or a musician, it's probably a very inspiring time when you can really go to town creating. The 20th of November to the 26th of November, Mars trines the moon. You could be feeling quite passionate now. Your feelings run hot. You're more likely to act on instinct and emotion or impulse. And your responses to life are, quite natural and childlike perhaps. It's a great time to go out and enjoy yourself with friends, go to a rock concert, you go to a football match, anything that involves emotion. Maybe you want to go partying, and you'll have a great time. So that's good. The 28th until the 3rd of December, Mars trines Saturn. This is fabulous for work, especially doing really detailed, painstaking work. I just said in the last video I just made for Gemini, this would be a great time for me to clean my skirting boards with a toothbrush. Where they join onto the floor. And you'll have really good concentration now, and frustrating work that you don't normally want to do, cleaning out the pantry, paying great attention to detail. You can probably make great inroads and clean your fridge and clean your pantry and really make some progress, because you've got a lot of patience and self-control now, and there's likely to be some very positive results that come about in the long term because of this influence. All right, caring Cancers, so that's it. I hope this is useful for you. Leave me a like or a comment. I really appreciate that. Most importantly, have a fabulous month, everyone. I know you will. Even though it's a bit uphill and down dale, there's some really beneficial influences this month that we can all get stuff done and, feel like we're on our path and we're making progress, okay? Success is around the corner. Okay, have a great month, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.